You know, I'm getting sick and tired of this Pop the Balloon show. Is there not any fresh women out there in America? Any women that haven't had their pussy blown out by a gigantic kid with a giant blockhead? What is it? It's like every woman on here, 5 kids, 6 baby dads. How is this possible? Every one of these women, they've been ran through, bunch of kids, bunch of cesarean sections, bunch of titty tats. I mean, I'm from the hood as well, but I don't want to be around a bunch of ghetto gaggers. This looks like a casting call for ghetto gaggers. Just take a close look at all the women. You know, in the beginning of the show, they bring out the women one by one, and they start modeling for the camera, showing off the goods. So let's just go over the women, the quality of women that are being brought onto this show. First, starting off, okay, this girl's not that bad. Okay, little brown cowgirl, little caramel skin cowgirl. Apparently, this girl's 39 years old. Kind of sexy. I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of sexy. Little bit overweight, but you know how I like them fat. And of course, we can't forget the titty tat. You can never, these women, they all have titty tats for some reason. And this is the host of the show, and she's very classy looking, as you may notice. No titty tat in sight. I'm pretty sure she has no cesarean sections. You know, I look at her, these are the type of women that always have their feet done. They always have pretty feet. These are the type of women that buy African black soap. And they rub it in their clit. They really get in there, buy potions, shove it up their vaginal canal. And their pussy always smells good. These are the type of women that you'll never find them with a little piece of toilet paper in their asshole. Have you ever seen these women? You put them in doggy style, and there's like a chunk of toilet paper crumbled up in the corner of her asshole. This is unbelievable stuff. It happens to me all the time with the fat girls. This type of girl, you'll never have to worry. It'll never happen. You know, these are the type of girls, you catch her after the gym, spread her cheeks. It smells amazing. It smells like vanilla extract or something. All right, so moving on. What do we have here? Okay. Ghetto gagger. Simply just a ghetto gagger. I mean, just look and see. Ghetto gagger from head to toe. From the braids to the titty tat. Of course, the trademark titty tat of a ghetto gagger. Now, look, I'm not going to lie to you and say the back shots wouldn't be glorious with this woman. But the thing is, these women are out here trying to find a man. Okay, and you go on to find a man dressed like a ghetto gagger. He's not going to take you serious. He's going to think about the back shots from the time he sees you, from the time he lays eyes on you. So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to catch these back shots, or are you trying to find a man? What is it? Moving on. What the? Is that Remy Ma from the Terror Squad? What is Remy Ma from the Terror Squad doing on the balloon show? And when did she get that massive BBL? You know, these BBLs are just ridiculous at this point. They're out of style. All the girls with the BBLs, have them removed. Go back to the basement where you got them installed and have them removed. They're out of style. This look is no longer in. When are women gonna realize men aren't into this shit anymore? Stop it. Get some help. I mean, could you just imagine you're a successful guy and you pull up with this thing to a Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Everybody in there is white. Everybody in there has corporate jobs. These are people that make millions per year. You make millions as well, and everybody's having a fine time having their dinner, drinking some wine. And you walk in with this thing, with this SUV. Everybody's going to start looking and start saying, what is this, a freak show? I mean, we came here for some dinner. Nobody told us a circus was in town. Because this is how proper people see you. They see you like, this looks like a freak show. Get this circus freak out of here before I lose my appetite. So, ladies, for the love of God, stop it with the BBLs already. Please. All right, so next up, let's see what else is on this lineup. Let's see. Okay, now, whoa, now hold up now. Now, I know that's not what I think it is. Wait a minute. I really hope to God that's just a piece of the fabric of her clothes. Because I'm thinking, you know, I've seen a lot of these girls fight. Girls that look just like this, I've seen them fight. The videos are always on Twitter. So they get out of the club. They're all wearing mini skirts. And they get into this massive brawl. They fall on the ground. And you always see a massive tampon string that looks just like this hanging off to the side. So I'm really hoping she didn't show up to the show with a massive tampon string just hangling and dangling. I mean, you need to have some sort of decorum as a woman. But other than that, you know, she looks okay. The curves are pretty nice looking. You know, there's nothing, I mean, it's whatever, man. All right, next up. Oh, this is the one that went viral. This is the one that went viral for having 3 kids with 3 different dads. But of course she did. Which, by the way, I don't even blame the guys. I mean, I look at her. She's kind of sexy. You can't even lie. There's just something sexy about her. Look at her upper back. It's muscular. Look at her gigantic forearms and arms. I like women like this. I like Amazonian-looking women like this. So I wouldn't mind being the fourth baby dad, to be honest. I'll bust right inside of her. I don't care. Like, as I'm looking at this picture, I have this weird desire of just, like, sniffing her armpit, just licking it. You're telling me you don't feel the same way? Look at it. There's something sexy about it. And the thing with me is with these big women like this, these big, gigantic, big-footed women, I don't know why, but I always have this weird desire of having them just, like, step on my chest. Lay me on the ground and just step on my chest and, like, put all their weight on my chest until they hear a cracking sound. Like, my sternum cracks a little bit, right before it breaks and shatters into pieces. And then have them punch me in the head and kick me in the stomach. There's just something sexy about it. By the way, I'm looking at this woman, and I can already picture her kids. She probably has all boys. They're probably all super muscular and strong and fast. They probably run fast. She's going to be okay. 20 years from now, these kids are all going to be in the NFL or the NBA. She's going to be fine. And all of the baby dads are going to regret the decision of leaving this Amazonian queen. All right, next up, let's see. What do we have here? Oh, my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. They just bring anybody on this show. Why'd you have to bring this lady here? You know what? Let's go to the next one. Hold on now. Wait a minute now, Bonquifa. Oh, shit. Dang, she got that good BBL. God damn, nigga. Oh, imagine the back shots on that shit. Now, of course, like I said before with the other girl with the BBL, you can't take these women out in public because it's just going to be a spectacle wherever you go. People are going to be talking. People are going to be whispering, oh my God, look at her derriere. Oh my God, that is preposterous. The white people can't see this type of stuff. They get frightened. They get scared. They call the cops. But that doesn't mean you can't have fun with this at home. Imagine the glorious back shots over and over and all that creamy yeast infection going on your shaft. These are the type of women, when you hand out the back shots, this creamy white residue goes on your shaft. And it's a yeast infection. These women always have yeast infections for whatever reason. But it just looks good on camera. That white, creamy, yogurt-looking substance on your shaft over and over, and that big old BBL just bouncing back on your shit. This is glorious, folks. And then you strap on a GoPro on your forehead, do some POV videos, and then just wait for all that creamy substance, all that yogurt on your shaft. And then you start talking like the black guys. When this happens to the black guys, they start saying shit like, dang, I got that shit creamy, huh? Oh, I got that shit creamy. It's yeast. It's pussy yogurt. It's yeast infection. But it looks nice on camera. So, this girl gets an A+ from me. Moving on. What do we have here? I'm the type of person that I look at a woman and I just know everything about her. When I look at this young lady, I can just tell she's a super soaker. She's a pisser. Do you know what a super soaker pisser is? A super soaker pisser is a girl that, by default, has a very creamy and wet vag. It's like from the moment you lay hands on her, she's already creaming. It's a water park in her panties. But her whole personality is around the fact that she has a super creamy, super wet vag. All the guys have told her, oh my God, your shit is so wet. Oh my God, your shit is so creamy. Oh my God. So her whole identity now is the fact that she has a creamy vag. So sometimes, the body can only wet so much. Sometimes she likes to cheat. She likes to make it more wet than it's supposed to be by pissing. Oh yeah, we're talking about a pisser here. What she does is when it isn't as wet as it's supposed to be, as guys are expecting her to be, she lets out little microscopic drops of piss. It's very intermittent. She'll let a little squirt here and there, then she'll stop. And then when you're not looking, she lets out a long squirt. And it becomes super soaking wet. And you're like, holy shit, this is amazing. She's a super squirter pisser. That's what it is. But, these are my type of women, by the way. Like, everything about, she has the natural body. She's a little bit overweight. These are the type of women that I tell guys to deal with, okay? These are the type of women that I would target if she was out there in the streets. This type. I mean, to me, she's just fucking perfect. All right, and that wraps it up. Here we have the entire lineup, and this show was just a disaster, as it always is. And, the thing with me is, why do you have to constantly get the older hags? Bring some fresh blood onto this show. Bring some 19-year-olds, some 20-year-olds. No, it's like every time they bring on a girl, she's got 5 kids. She's got 3 baby dads. She's been divorced multiple times. Her husband got shot. One got shot. One went to jail. One ran away to Mexico. It's just always something with these women. Bring some fresh blood. Bring some women that don't have any traumatic experiences in their past. Please.